What's more, Martin had a stroke, he nearly kicked the bucket. I would agree that Oprah Winfrey, You Understand What You Want to Do, the most recent Hollywood tattle, spins around the blunt jokester Martin Lawrence, who has at long last ended his quietness about the supposed vocation harm coordinated by. As a matter of fact, the famous Oprah Winfrey, while Oprah has been snatching titles as of late, it appears to be that her activities have been a long way from commendable bits of hearsay. Recommend that she has been engaged with debasing various VIPs, who thought for even a second to stand in opposition to her. One of the most stunning instances of this decade is the skilled Monique, who keeps on guaranteeing that she is as yet anticipating a statement of regret from Oprah for the harm done to her profession. Oprah was watching this. What might you tell her? I would agree that Oprah Winfrey, You Understand What You Want to Do, and quit taking cover behind what you call was pessimistic remarks, what you call gracious. I don't for even a moment manage things like that, since what individuals are starting to do is see you for who you are, adding fuel to the blazing tattle. Apparently Monique has found an unforeseen partner, as, in all honesty, the prestigious entertainer Martin Lawrence hypothesis recommends that Martin's unflinching help for Monique originates from his own encounters as an objective of hostility from Hollywood elites. It appears to be that both Monique and Martin share a typical security, having confronted the fury of strong figures in the business. Clutch your seats, people, in light of the fact that the show among Monique and Oprah Winfrey appears to have been fermenting for quite a long time. And the subtleties are completely stunning. Everything begun during the warmed valuable honors crusade, where pressures arrived at their edge of boiling over. Rumors from far and wide suggest that the difficulty started when Monique would not advance the movie without remuneration, conflicting with the exhortation of esteemed Chief Lee Daniels and makers Tyler Perry. And yes, Oprah Winfrey herself. The scrappy comic persevered, picking to focus on her family over streaming off to the marvelous Cannes movie celebration to scrounge up exposure for valuable before the extraordinary 2009-10 honor season. As though that wasn't sufficient to mix the pot, things got really ugly when conversations about monetary pay emerged. Monique professed to have gotten a simple $50,000 for her exceptional work on Valuable, which left her Lionsgate delegates squeezing for her to satisfy special commitments. Monique reviewed all that dramatization. I said, Oprah, I'm doing a syndicated program. I'm doing a parody visit. I have a spouse. And I have children. I have a smidgen of personal time. And I will exploit it. So I'm not going any place on the grounds that I'm not committed to go any place. I've done my part. So we commonly settled on a truce. That was all there was to it. Before I know it, I'm viewed as troublesome and difficult to work with. This stewing quarrel among Monique and Chief Lee Daniels has veered off in an unexpected direction, with the Oscar-winning star of Valuable uncovering hazardous insights regarding their stressed relationship. Everything started with Monique's eyebrow-raising acknowledgement discourse at the 2009 82nd Institute Grants, where she neglected to specify Daniels the chief behind her honor-winning execution. From that point forward, Daniels and Monique have been entangled in an unpleasant and exceptionally plugged quarrel that has left Monique bafflingly missing from the spotlight. Anyway, she professed to have been renounced by Hollywood, accusing her supposed requests and troublesome way of behaving during the 2010 honors season. Monique pointed fingers at Daniels, recommending that he had offered remarks about her inability to lobby for the movie anyway. In a stunning disclosure during her appearance on the well-known U.S. breakfast show, Great Morning America, Monique appeared to move the fault completely onto Daniels. She indicated that it was the head of Valuable, the steward, and the paperboy himself who had arranged her, claimed repudiating, ruling out uncertainty about their continuous enmity. I had no clue I'd been repudiated on the grounds that I don't feel that Hollywood has turned its nose dependent upon me, said the entertainer, recommending somebody had chosen to show Monique something new in light of the fact that she's not playing the game, since Monique had proactively screwed up with the Hollywood elites. She wound up in blistering waters after it began, guessing that she was hard to work with. In a genuinely shameful curve, it has become known that Monique, currently a casualty of vocation damage, has now been managed in other wrecking pass-up. In all honesty, Oprah Winfrey, it has arisen that Monique's own sibling Gerald was the culprit of unspeakable maltreatment against her during her early stages, from the youthful ages of 7 to 11. The gravity of this terrible demonstration is sufficient to make anybody's blood run cold. Because of his horrendous acts, Gerald was legitimately condemned to 12 years in jail on the grounds that he tried his sister, as well as one more young lady too. It is no big surprise that Monique battled to grapple with such an awful encounter anyway. What follows is considerably more upsetting when Monique dared to unveil reality to her folks expecting affection and backing. She was met with mistrust and disavowal. Her folks were essentially not prepared to embrace the sickening situation in an unfathomable bit of treachery. Oprah Winfrey herself welcomed Gerald as a visitor on her show in 2010. Yes, you heard that right. The individual who advocated ladies strengthening had the dauntlessness to give a stage to Monique's victimizer. And in the event that that weren't enough, Oprah additionally stretched out an encouragement to Monique's folks, further stoking the discharge in a new meeting with the Hollywood journalist. Monique drilled down into the stressed relationship with Winfrey, uncovering a profoundly upsetting occurrence from 2010 that broke any excess trust between the two. As per Monique's record, Winfrey moved toward her soon after her Oscar win. With a stunning recommendation, Winfrey informed Monique that her sibling who had conceded to attacking her as a kid needed to show up on Winfrey's show to examine how guardians can shield their kids from hunters. Winfrey then inquired as to whether she needed to partake in the show, asserting that her sibling needed to apologize. Monique, shocked by the solicitation, would not be a piece of it, communicating her lack of engagement in Winfrey anyway. She hesitantly gave Winfrey her approval to tape the show with her sibling. Much to her dismay, the profundities of the selling out that looked for her, Monique was frightened to find that Winfrey had not just brought her oppressive sibling onto the show, yet had additionally welcomed her folks. The disclosure left Monique reeling, feeling a significant feeling of disloyalty from somebody she once viewed as a companion. This stunning episode further filled the generally stressed connection among Monique and Winfrey, leaving all of us thinking about how profound the crack really runs here today. Yet I've been into now for a long time. And that is, I attacked, unseemly contacted my sister in habits that were not happy for herself. And for that I am sorry, and please accept my apologies. As per Monique herself, Oprah endeavored to express a desire for peace by offering a conciliatory sentiment, which was an unclear and wary one. The expression of remorse or deficiency in that department was as per: in the event that I've successfully annoyed you, I am sorry. Oprah's endeavor at compromise appears to be level, coming up short. One would anticipate a genuine and earnest conciliatory sentiment after such a serious break of trust. Yet apparently Oprah might have misjudged the profundity of harm she caused Monique anyway. Something almost identical occurred with Martin Lawrence himself.